Hey everyone, welcome to H. Cooper Crafty Bug and Crafty Bug's Homecoming Mug Beehive. I'm live streaming on both channels, so either one that you join in, I will see. So thank you so much for joining. I've got a lot of things to share, but we'll wait till some notifications go out. In the meantime, if you would please click that like button and give me a comment if you're watching the replay of this. You can't comment yet, and that's different from chatting. The chat that's over on the right side, or if you're on your phone, it's on the bottom too. But one will say live chat and one will say comments. So if you comment after the live is over, just some emojis, it really helps my channel out. So I would appreciate that so much. I'm trying to clean up a little area on my desk here. I've been working on a whole bunch of custom cutouts. And then I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and I still haven't unpacked any of that stuff because I wanted to share it, but I haven't had a chance to do a live. So we will see. Hey, Jessica. Everybody, Jessica is here on one of my channels. I don't know. Oh, the Beehive. Thank you so much for joining. There she is. And thank you for replaying a lot of those old videos. I really appreciate that. That helped get those old videos back out there too. So what are you up to? I've been working on cutouts, and I pressed some last night, so I need to pack them up. Some of them are for my stash and some of them are for a customer. And then I have one here that's really complex. I cut two of them. And I glued one and I pressed it. It turned out really well, but I still need to glue this one. I just was not having it. It was like the very last one I did. So I don't believe these. Let's see. Did I make them both? Yep. Okay. So hopefully some notifications go out because somebody else is joining. Not yet anyway. Sometimes it takes a while. You notice too, like on my regular channel, not as many people get notifications. More people get notifications on my new stuff. It's so weird. Oh, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you again for that. Hey, Jam, how are you? Jam's here. So some notifications are going out. I don't know what everybody's doing on a Saturday evening. Hopefully a few people can join. All right. So I finally cut something out on my Cameo 4, y'all. Let me turn that. That's the pink machine back there. And let me show you that first. I did go ahead and glue. I'm not completely happy with it. I did change the design a little bit, but first of all, I forgot to make the back one solid, so I got some holes, and I hate that. But it was the very first thing I designed. Sorry, I had a message come through. It's the very first cutout that I designed on Silhouette Studio, and then it's the first thing that I cut out. And I didn't go back when I cut it out. I just went in and got it and cut it out because I finally hooked up my machine and everything. And I didn't go back and look to make sure I had the sections done correctly because I didn't really know what I was doing when I designed this. Let's see if I can find this. I did so many cutouts. I've got a bunch of trash in here. I may have already threw that away. So the black layer, when I first did the black layer, it had all these little outline pieces. It wasn't a solid piece. But when I went back and redesigned it, I left the holes that are here and here. And it took me a couple of times to get it right. And then the white solid. So if I do it again, there'll be white showing in here, and I think that'll look better. But I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I mean, it still looks really good. It's definitely useful. But it took me a couple of cuts to get it to look good and like 3 times to design it. But I'm learning it. I'm figuring it out. Hello, Michelle. How are you? People may be glued to the TV. My husband called me right before I was going live. He called me and told me, and I was like, I'm fixing to do a live. I'll have to go watch it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll have to be careful about what I say because YouTube is always watching. Need to start yours. I've gotten several orders on cutouts, and then I'm trying to mix them for myself too. I mix them for my Etsy shop. So I'm like doing mine in between. Hey Joanna, how are you? Hope you're having a good evening. Miss Vanna's here. Hey Vanna, how are you? How is Crystal and the girls? Hi Joe. How are you? Aw, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad I finally got to be able to do live. It's been a while. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he was telling me. I'm sure it's going to be all over everything. Really didn't surprise me that that happened. I've actually been waiting for someone to do something like that. He's either really loved or really hated. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, let me share some of these cutouts that I haven't packaged up yet. This one is a set that I'm putting on my, I already put it today on my Etsy shop. So I've been up till like 2:30 in the morning every night working on my Etsy shop. Editing those photos and stuff, that's what takes for freaking ever. But I had to redesign this one. This one was from last year, so I had to redesign it with the 2024 instead of the 2023. It takes a little time. It's not bad. I just have to ununite it and then change the 3 to a 4 and then unite it again. I've learned on Cricut Design Space not to weld, to unite, because you can ununite it. You can't unweld a lot of the stuff. Anyway, so this is going to be a set of 4. It's got the Hoko 2024. Got a cheerleader, and after it was made, I don't know if my machine did that or if the cardstock was just messed up, but it's got a little thing right there. But this is that shimmer that you can get at Hobby Lobby. I love this stuff. It's smooth, but it looks like the striped diamond dust to me. I wonder if I have any of that. The roll is right here. Let me see if I can get it. All right, did a megaphone to you. See how similar the design is? So I love that. Got a little megaphone, and here's how it's sized compared to that. And then on my Etsy shop, I show what the sizes are of everything. And then another cheerleader, this one. So it's a set of 4. And then, of course, they can buy this one that's already made, or they can buy it in their own colors. There's 2 layers. You get 4. I priced them at $20, which I think is a really good deal. I think it's $24 for the custom order, which is them ordering in their colors. So I always charge a little bit more for the custom orders because these are I've already got these made in the off season, and then anything I have to make during homecoming season is going to cost me a lot of extra anxiety and work. But I did 2 with silver on top and 2 with black on top. I'm just really happy with the way they turned out. Let's see. Thank you, Joe. It's L&M, and they are in the description. They should be in the description of both my channels' videos. I made sure before I started the live that both channels I had the description filled out. Sometimes I forget to copy and paste that. Okay, so I showed you that. I showed you that. Yeah, I need to. So I'll package these together, and then I'll put them with my custom cutouts. And if I need to use them, then I'll take them off, the pre-made ones off my Etsy shop. If not, somebody else can buy them if they want. This one was very complex. I knew it was going to be. I wanted to try it with cardstock before trying it with the heat transfer vinyl, but I think that would probably be better. What I did, it's 3 layers. I don't know if you can tell that. So there's a solid silver layer, and it's that kind of foil metallic, kind of brushed looking. I really love that on guys. So you can see it's less girly looking. And then there's the white layer, and in the white layer, I actually sliced, I can't remember what it's called, sliced, I think, on Design Space. I sliced Senior with a stencil font into the white layer, so I don't have to worry about keeping the little letters and gluing them in the perfect spot. You use a stencil font, then you don't have to save like the little pieces in the middle. So I bought this design off Creative Fabrica. So Creative Fabrica is in my description too. If you guys want to link for this exact one, I can show that. I also got another one that's split with the football player and the football that I haven't cut it out yet, but it's much more simple. The football player is just like a silhouette, dark, just a silhouette. And then the football, I think, is in 3 pieces. And it has the opening for you to put whatever you want to put. So if you want to put varsity, if you want to put their name, if you want to put like Eagles, you can do any of that. But the football player was what was difficult because I had to put in each of those and then this little piece right here. And there's space right there if you want to put their number on there as well. So this is on my Etsy shop, and it's also like customizable. Custom where they can do this one in their own colors, or they can do it where I will do a name for them. So of course, this one's a little bit less than any of the customs because I already got made in the off season. And then the one where they can do their name will be more than the one with the colors because I already designed this one. So that's going to be less work. So every time I have to do something that's more work, I'm going to charge a little bit more for it. I think that makes sense. So I have another one of these. I haven't glued it yet. This was at the end after making a whole bunch of cutouts, and I was like, I don't have the patience to do one more of these. Hello, is it Miss Glow's Crochet Creations? Oh, Gloria, okay. I need to read the whole thing. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I get a lot of crochet ladies. I wish I know how to crochet, but it's been many, many years. And I was never that great, but my grandmother taught me how to do it years and years ago. So one more cutout. No. There's 2 more for my Etsy shop. Somebody asked about the volleyball in a previous live or premiere. I can't remember. So I have a baseball one and I have a football one that I did for a customer. The baseball one I got from Creative Fabric. I didn't have to do anything to it. It has the V is the baseball bats. You guys probably saw it. And then, of course, the baseball. The hardest thing on it is the baseball in 3 parts, but you have to line it up perfectly so the stitching looks good. That's the most complex part about it. But that, again, is Creative Fabric. And if you guys need that link, I will put that in there too. I'll try to put it in the description so people can, because I know like Christy's had problems in the past, like trying to find, just like searching the name of a font or something, not being able to find it. So I can go in and look at my downloads and just get the link really fast for y'all. Much easier. So anyway, the football one, I had purchased a couple of those. I could not cut them out. They just the way they were designed, I just couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to make my own. Ended up doing making it like that, designing it like that, and it was so easy to cut out. I'm like, here I wasted purchasing a couple of them, which I do the yearly subscription, so it doesn't cost me anything extra. I can download as much stuff as I want, and it's not going to cost me any extra. But all that time I went searching for one, trying to find the football one, and all that time trying to cut them out, trying to design them, make it work it out. And then I made my own. But somebody asked about the volleyball. Somebody asked about purchasing volleyball, and then somebody also asked in the community about making it. Let's see. Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa. Who's a superstar? Me? Are you calling me a superstar? Oh, I got 17,000 subscribers, y'all. I can't believe it. 17,000. I never thought I would get to 1,000 or to 5,000 or to 10,000, and it's just crazy. I would love to get to 20 just because that would be completely awesome, but yeah, I'm just dumbfounded, but thank y'all so much. Thank you, Joe. So let's go to the volleyball. A couple of people have been asking about it. So I designed my own. I knew I could design one. I actually made one last year on the red, white, and black Marshall Mavericks mum. It's like 30-inch skirt. It's got the Marshall mascot on the mum flower. So if you want to go look at that mum. Anyway, I did one of these for them, and I don't remember if I designed it myself, if I got it from Creative Fabric or what, but this one I designed myself, and I designed it 2 ways. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the difference. And I used Cricut Free Volleyball, and I used Cricut Free Font, and I made it public. So you guys can go into my profile and you can use either one of these. They're both together. They're sized this size. They're both 3 layers. Now let me show you what the difference is. And I did a TikTok. I showed it on TikTok. I'm going to put it on shorts too, so you can see me assembling them very quickly. This one, you see the letters are all spaced out, so you have to attach each thing individually on the top layer. But you look at that. Now this one I did so they're connected. So these two are connected. This is connected. This is connected. So that top layer is one whole piece. It is easier to attach that because this one you have to make sure you get each individual letter on there perfectly. So you have to decide which one you like better and what would be easier for you. Now on this one also, on the offset, the black layer, I did a smaller offset so you can see that detail in between, whereas this one is solid. So you can do, if you like that look better, you can do that on that one. Or if you like the solid, you can do that on that one. That's not it. That just depends on what offset you're doing and if you take out the contours. But that is on Cricut Design Space. Anybody can use that. Just go to my profile. I think I shared it in a post too, didn't I? Can't remember. Okay, now these are part of an order I'm working on, and I'm just doing a little bit of her order here and there, like every couple of days. So this was one I designed, and I'm pretty sure I did a video on that on one of the channels. So you see I did 20, 25, did the 25 bigger, the little grad cap. I've done a bunch of senior cutouts, designing cutouts, and so I've been able to, she ordered a bunch of them, so I've been able to see how they work out. So that one is, these are both 3 layer, white, silver, white, silver, white, silver. So you can see the difference. And then some gold ones. And again, did white, gold, white, and then gold, white, gold. So you can see the difference. But those are fun. Those would look good on a braid because you can attach them like this. And then I also do these. I've done these for the last couple of years on my Etsy shop. If somebody wants, you know, the cascading mumflower chain, we do class of whatever. That's what these would be for. But I went ahead and made the class of 2025 ones, updated it. These are 3 layer as well. And I did it in silver too. So those are on my Etsy shop too. And of course they can order whatever color they want, but there's 2 options if they want to purchase those. So I need to pack those up. I put them in, you know, like the cellophane bags. And her other stuff I have in a book, so none of it gets mixed up. That's one I also designed, and I'm pretty sure I shared that on a video. That's a grad cap. I believe that's from Creative Fabrica, and then I used a stencil font to do the 2025. Here it's in gold. This one's my favorite. This is another one I designed. So we switched them up. I had the idea, since she was getting so many, is to do some where it's gold, white, gold, and some that it's white, gold, white. Same with the silver. That way they may be the same design, but they're going to look different. I really like the white on the gold on this one. Now these were a booger. If I do these again, I'm not going to do it with the writing. If I had a new machine with a new blade, I wouldn't mind. I used the HTV glitter because I knew it would be impossible to do that little bit of writing. See, there's so much writing that you have to do it really small. So I did the HTV glitter, but trying to weed that, I ended up ruining one and had to recut it out. So if I do another one, I'll probably do it without the writing. And I actually reversed it. So all of this inside that is white would be gold, because there was also this thin gold outline, and that kept wanting to tear too. That was another issue I had. So I reversed it where the gold would be all of this and there wouldn't be that little thin line and then no writing. I think they'd still look good, but it's just too much. Okay, that's all. All right. All right, I also got some stuff from Hobby Lobby. If you guys want to see what I got, share that. Oh, goodness. I was cold, now I'm hot. Let's see. All right, they had, I've made a couple of crock mums, but the only crocks I can find in my house are really old and they're disintegrating. They had some generic ones. They were $7.99. Yeah, $7.99. So these will probably just be for taking photos, but I already packaged those up, so I'm not gonna undo them and take more pictures. But if I do any more, I'll have a good pair of Crocs. And I figured either white or black would be great for taking photos. They're really soft too. I don't want to wear them and make them nasty though. So yeah, I bought a pair just for photos. That's ridiculous, I know. So they had their cardstock, the Paper Studio cardstock 40% off, and that's the whole reason why I went. Because, well, I needed the orange, the dark orange. This lady wants some more cut out, and a lot of them I did hers in this dark. It's the Doodle Bug. This is the brand you cannot heat transfer vinyl on or it melts. But it's the only one that carries this dark orange, and this is not included in the 40% off. It's $1.99 a sheet, so it is more expensive. It is more for those cutouts. Oops, let's see. I know, but they didn't have, how they'll get their Christmas ribbon out and they'll immediately put it 40% off. They didn't have those signs out, so I just walked away. I was like, nope. Good morning. It's evening for us. It's 6:42 here in Texas. How are you? Hey, Savannah. How are you? Savannah's been doing a bunch of lives, you guys, if you follow her. They got a couple more sheets of black. I was thinking that I was getting low on black. I ordered all that from the 12 by 12 craft shop, or cardstock shop. That's what it is. And I did not get black as much as I can remember. But I was thinking I've used a lot of black here lately, so I went ahead and got them. I got another sheet of the platinum. I do like to use that instead of silver sometimes. It really makes it pop. I got a couple of the champagne, which I use for the softer gold. Let's see. Yes, me too. It's 9:42 a.m. Sunday morning. Oh, wow. It's Saturday evening here. She's in Australia, you guys. Oh, that's so sweet. I know. I haven't seen you in forever. Well, not that we ever actually saw each other. You know what I mean? Those are super cute. What's super cute? Are you behind? I think she's behind. I just finished cooking dinner. I know. I ate right before. Okay, I got a couple of navy because that cardstock shop didn't have a navy. What did they have? They had something. I can't remember, but I went ahead and grabbed them a couple of those navies. I do like those navies. And I love these shimmer. They are Paper Studio too. That's what I use on these. what I was talking about. That reminds me of the striped diamond dust. So I got another sheet of red. I'm pretty sure I have one, but just to be safe. Royal blue. And these are good for the guys' numbs too, because they're not, there's, I mean, they add some sparkle, but it's not like glitter sparkle. And then I got a sheet of the gold foil. Here's some more of the silver shimmer, a couple of those. The back. And I got 3 sheets of gold in it. And the black. I got 4 sheets of the black shimmer. But I knew I needed to grab some more black since I have used so much of it. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a while. Aren't they pretty? Which one was it? If it's that royal blue, I love that shimmer. All those shimmers are just like, the colors are very vivid. Oh, wow, girl. Look at that. There's a lot of keto people in Ohio, but I don't know if they're anywhere near that. Oh, the navy blue. Yeah. I really like that navy blue. And who was it? I think it's Tina that had trouble. She can't find it. Who it was? I think it is. Somebody is not being able to find the navy blue at theirs. They only had 2 sheets left too at mine. I'm going to have to stock up on it and bring it to mom camp next year or something. Oops. Oh, wow, girl. Goodness, I'll definitely send some prayers your way for all those surgeries. I hate that for you. All right, I have one more bag. And I used my Lucy bag. I remember to take a bag in with me so I don't waste all the plastic bags. All this was stuff that I did not go in for, but the clearance always gets me. You're very welcome. This was in the jewelry section. I love the different sizes, so the loose little rhinestones and stuff. I've got a big basket that I put all that stuff in, and I like that they're clear so you can see what it is. This was also from the jewelry section. They only had one of these. And stuff like that. And then it's got these little slots if you want to make compartment. Let's see what else. Oh, some of y'all are gonna love this. Isn't it cute? It's my little Lucy bag, I call it. Some Hello Kitty lights. They were on clearance. I mean, they were still $6.50, but well, Hello Kitty mom. Are you kidding me? These would be adorable. They probably stopped by then. I found some beads. I keep meaning to get beads for the few lays I do for the ends. And look at these. Look at the bright colors. And they're different sizes. I didn't know that. Got some more buttons too. They rearranged back there in the sewing department. And at first, when I walked up to where the buttons were, it was one of those things that turns, it was almost empty. And I was like, what? And what they had was on clearance. But then when I walked over to where the ribbons are, like the grosgrains and soft satins and stuff that they have in the sewing department, on the back side of the aisle, it was just all buttons. They had completely redone all of that. And so they still have a good supply of different buttons because I love these for the center of bows. But these, I guess they are discontinuing. So I just got a few different ones. You never know. This big giant one. Another one of these. I think I grabbed a couple of those. The navy blue and gold. And then there were these buttons. There's red, gold, silver, and black. I think the only colors in there. These beads as well. 74 cents for those. She's going to be trying to snag those from me. Oh, yeah, you love that diamond painting. I wish I could get into that. Oh, the Hello Kitty, I know. Weren't those adorable? Like somebody's been trying to snatch those from me. Somebody that's working on a Hello Kitty mom. Isn't that weird? I was like, no, I love the buttons. What do they do? And then it was just like a whole like row of them, and I was like, ooh. And so, of course, they got rid of ribbons as well. This stuff, I used to buy this all the time. So I want to share this with you. When I made hair bows all the time, I would do a lot of the bottle caps in the middle of the hair bows. So with different pictures, I'd print off and use my little hole punch to cut the 1-inch circle for the bottle caps. And anyway, sometimes I would do pictures of the girls. Sometimes it would be their mascot if it was like a cheer bow or something, or their initial. You know, I used to do all kinds of stuff. But you brush this on top of it to protect it, and it dries thick and clear. And the last one I got when I opened it, it was solid as a rock. I was so mad because they were like, it's $5.69. So, but I checked it, I looked, and it was moving inside, so it's okay. But I was thinking with the bling, you know, like the Connie bling, showing us with the glitter and stuff, that this would be another option besides like the resin or what else was there? Is there something else she was talking about putting? So I want to try this because I remember it used to look so good on the bottle caps. It would, and I used to do bottle caps too for the mums. I would make my own trinkets with the little bottle caps. I haven't done that in a long time, but you brush this on top. You got to do a nice thick layer, and it dries clear and usually smooth. If you don't get a good amount on there, you'll see like a brush stroke or something. So you have to do it evenly, but it does it. It's thick and clear, and it protects it. I love this stuff. So I'm going to try that on some of the bling. Oh, I think that would be fun. Oh, really? I didn't get a notification, I guess. The hot glue, yes. So I want to see what this does on those, because I have some that I made with the different glues, but with a couple different kinds of glitter, and they don't look real good. So I wanted to try this and see what it would look like. I will be trying that soon. All right, I saw these on the end, these little lanyards, and let's see, this one's just black. I don't usually do these for necklaces, but I thought it would be an option. And this one was $1.49. Look, blinged up. If I'm doing somebody really blinged up, the only thing is it only connects in the middle, and I'm like, that might be, yeah, I don't know. But just a couple of options. Let's see. We got a bunch of ribbons. You know, you go into Hobby Lobby for cardstock and you come out $108 later. Really, what happened? Oh, you do. Nice. Cool. All right. These are grosgrain ribbons. This one's navy. And I love that they actually put that information. Is it on that side? Navy, white dot. Yeah. Purple one. Orange one. And blue. Royal blue. So these would be great for my hair bow mums, for the bow part, or even making some cute bows on a mum or something. You could use it with luster or acetate to put on the mum head if you want. Hey, Miss Alice, I was showing off some of your cutouts. All right. showing off all the cutouts I've made recently. Some for my Etsy shop and then some that I made for her. This is usually my postage bag, like for my small packages. Usually like the poly mailers, when I have several of those, I'll throw them in there and take them to the post office or to UPS, whichever one I'm going to. I already had a roll of this, but since it was on clearance, I went ahead and got another one. That's a rose gold. And I did use that on that rose gold mom. Let's see. These were not clearance. These are elastic. So for my ring mums, my wrist mums, I already have the softball and the football, but I don't remember seeing the volleyball or basketball before. So that's another way to incorporate their sport in there. Thank you, Alice. Oh, you're very welcome. Well, I showed these, and then the ones I already have prepackaged, and then the ones that I've made for myself. All right, here's some gingham. And yeah, I put the color on there, which I like. Let's see, getting more. Yeah, see, there's a navy and a pink. And this gold, I think I already have one of those golds. See how it's cracked and metallic. It's really neat looking. Here's a royal stripe. Royal polka dot. Stuck on you. I like that. That's cute. Here's a white and iridescent. This one, they were calling this off-white, but it's gold. And there's a silver one, and it also says off-white. But they're obviously silver and gold. I don't know. I thought that was crazy. This not clearance. That's not clearance. But I do use those a lot on my ring mums and hair bow mums and wrist mums. They're just a great little accent ribbon. Because, you know, I like to put like different textured ribbons and different ones with different designs and stuff on it, and these have been really popular. I've got the black with the silver, white with the silver, and I can't remember. I think these are the only colors. They don't have them in a whole lot of colors, but I'm not going to complain too much. Pink and a black. I think that is that rose gold or pearl pink is what they're calling that. It was a mouthful. Oh, thank you. Two more. Navy stripe and a light pink polka dot. So a few more pinks if I get some more pink mums. Got the hot pinks and the light pinks. Yeah, $108 later. Now I have to find somewhere to put all this stuff. That's always the thing after shopping. Where and when I put all this. There. I am excited to try the bling. Maybe I'll try that. Here is the football player cutout. I don't want to move it too much, but I got all the little pieces on there. Don't lose those. Oh, and look what I found. I said I couldn't find that. I found it. So that's where I got the saying from. Oh, I wanted to show y'all something. Oh, I don't know if you could tell, but I redid up here. I hung some things up. Oh, I stacked those up there. I rearranged that the other day. I was all a hot sweating mess, kind of rearranging in here, making room. And I also ordered some more shelves. I hope it work. But I really want to get rid of this black one because it's just not working great for me. I mean, it works great for all those boxes up there, but I hate having those boxes behind me, you know, during the live. So I would really like to put them over there so nobody can see them. Plus, they'd be kind of hidden from people walking in. But I want something prettier back here. And Yeah. But I got my gnome that Connie made me. I got my bee that TJ made me. There's that tiger that lights up that I got from the company. But I've dropped it a couple of times and it doesn't always work. I got the Let's Be Happy towel that Tina got me. Connie got me that one. This is Queen of Damn Near Everything. And I got my H. Cooper Crafty Bug sign above that. You can't see that very well. Yeah, only carry what you can. Yeah, then I would have been done like a half that. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, thank you, Annabella. Ooh, it started pouring down rain. That stinks. All right, what else was I going to show you? You know, I've got a couple of signs. I got my bacon is my love language. And that one says, choose your own path. My super chat bell. TJ made me something else that's on that portrait. That painting is one that my daughter did a couple of years ago, I think. There's my son's mom, but I keep moving around, so I finally just put it up there. That ribbon pin I made for a video, and I used it for my daughter's like upcoming 14th birthday, whenever that was. That ribbon pin is my best video. I think it's the one with the most views, or it's made the most money. I can't remember which one it is. But that ribbon pin, that purple and white and silver ribbon pin, one of my best videos. So I hung that up. Miss Alice made me the Easter bunny wreath, and I just want to keep it up because it's special. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But once I get that new stuff, I'm going to have to do some more rearranging. And I also need to put this lay up somewhere that TJ made me with the buttons. Oh, yeah. Nice. Do it while she's there. I don't blame you. What else did I do? Oh, I pulled her mom out from 2019. I think that's the same year as that one. Yeah, so it's the same year as I made his. That's the biggest mom she's ever let me make her. And that was the first name cutout that I did. Oh, goodbye. Have a good morning, because I know it's morning, you said there. So that was done on the Brother Stand cut, 2019. That was the best looking cutout too that I had done so far. I think that was before I could do offsets, because we didn't have Wi-Fi out here for a long time where we live. So I couldn't do anything other than what was on the machine. So I couldn't do offsets. I couldn't get into their design app. I don't remember what it's called now. I haven't used it in so long. So I glued the white lily onto the orange, hand cut around it, then glued that onto the black and hand cut around that as well. Look at that. It's not bad, is it? Do what you got to do. But I wanted to show this because I thought I did videos on this mom, but I could only find one. I wanted to share a couple of things that I did. One is I did this a few times. Military braid for the ribbon necklace, soft satin ribbon. So it's soft. The only thing about doing the military braid is it's super stretchy. So on this one, she just tied it, like when she put it on, she just tied it off to the length she wanted. The other one, I did a snap like your clothes snap together, the little button thing. And I did do a video on that. It's an old one. But this is from 2019. It's super stretched out. Look at the back. Look how wrinkly. But what I wanted to show, but you can't see it. I'm mad you can't see it. And I can't believe I didn't do a video on it. The way I did her mom, so you see how wide it is? I wanted to make it extra wide and see how nothing's like falling forward or falling back or anything. I did this I guess it's a 6.5 inch backer. But I also did these small, like 4-inch backers here and here. So they overlapped a little bit here and overlapped a little bit here. But I did that as a backup so I can make it a little bit wider. And then it kept everything spread out and everything. So that's an idea for y'all. And look, I folded the ribbons. I don't remember doing that. What should June do? I would start it. Well, maybe she may not have the colors. I know I did a video on, I think, blinging that up, and then it was a little short, so I added all these, which they stretched out, but they were super curly when I did them. There's one of those deco mesh tubing chains. I did one on both sides. Loop chain. Loop braid all blinged up. I've got the 3D half backer. Little triangular chain that I came up with. Something different. There's. All right, y'all. This love braid is made with grosgrain ribbon. Look at that. All right, that's enough show and tell. Yeah, she needs orange. Too bad we're not closer because you know I've got a ton of orange. I could have helped you out with the orange. All right, let's move those over there. I still haven't cleaned my mats from the other day. Here's that metallic that I used on that football player. So that's, and it comes in plastic so it doesn't get messed up. I didn't buy any more of that. I wish I would have. Because that's all I got. Why I save all my scraps. Even if it's a little piece like this, because you can use that to attach a feather boa. You never know when you need a little mini cutout or something, but usually I don't. Got all my envelopes right there to put all my extra scraps in. With that where I don't get messed up. Okay. All right. I gotta put all those ribbons. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Really, they're just extras. I ordered some things from Temu. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get them, but I ordered some organization things. I ordered these plastic, like rectangular half things, kind of like file containers or something. I think they're supposed to be like 4 inches wide, a little over 12 inches long. So I'm hoping that my glitter cardstock fits in them. I think I got at least 2, but I think I got 3. I hope I got 3. They're plastic and they're black, but I'm hoping that I can put my glitter cardstock so it's not all loose and I can still put them on the shelf, but they'll be more contained and hopefully be easier to organize. I don't know. We'll see if they work out. I'm trying to remember what else I got. I know I got a couple more rhinestones that I saw, and I don't remember. But I'll be getting that stuff soon, hopefully. You did? Awesome. How'd it go? That is great. Did you do the version where it's a T, or it starts as a T, or the one where it's like an upside down V? I like the B one, which I call a love braid, because that's what I saw other people calling it. They're the same thing, basically. I mean, the end result, the different braiding technique, but the end result is the same thing. The box braid, love braid. I try to put both on there. Oh, find that flame. Oh, here's the red one. So this is what I'm talking about, brushing that stuff on, which you have to let it dry overnight too. Awesome! Good for you. It always feels great when you get a new braid down, doesn't it? Or new to you. Oh, the T one. Yeah, that's what I did for years. I feel like the love braid version, like I think it comes out tighter. Or to me it does. Like when I do it, it comes out tighter. That's why I like it. But both of them hurt my hand. I have to wear my brace when I do them. Otherwise I'll be hurting. I'm trying to find some scrap paper. Just use that. I'm gonna brush. My brushes are all in bad shape. I'm really bad to forget to rinse them off. All right. My hand is bothering me. Today too. Actually, from doing all those cutouts. Bothering me. All right. Coming off in pieces. If you don't have wipes in your craft room, you really need some, especially if you do cutouts. Let's see what's mine is nice and tight. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. Yeah. And see, I haven't done one in so long, I probably wouldn't be able to do. Hope nobody asked me for. I'll have to refer you to my old video. So you just brush this on. That was a little too much, I think. Of course, I can't show you the end result. That takes time. That red glitter, it has the thicker sequence in it, and I had much more trouble with it since it's so big. I think these work better with the really fine glitter. That's my opinion anyway. I'll have to find somewhere to put this so it dries. I was going to connect my other camera so I could have 2 views, but I just didn't get it done. Plus, it wasn't on the charger, so it wouldn't last very long. I'll need some more. I'll try to post a picture or something when these dry so you can see the result. Hopefully it turns out good. Let's see. Glitter cardstock. Oh, okay. Awesome. That's a good idea too. Ooh, I don't know. Hey, I have those bottles. I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can get it in there. That's a good idea. Oh, that's another thing I ordered was some more bottles with the metal tips. But you couldn't do the metal tips, but you could do the regular. I don't know if this has like a regular. Look how small that hole is. All the bottles I have left are really small because I just made me 2 more bottles. That one and that one. And that's all I have left of the art glitter glue. I've got that coming on Amazon subscription. Can't remember what else. Printer paper, packing tape, and shipping labels. Boring stuff, but must haves. Okay, see that way. I think that one would work. Still pretty small, but if you use the fine glitter, and that does work on that bottle. But those little ones, if those little ones have that, and they were horrible. And they don't come out either, I don't think. Yeah, I've got some more of those coming. And I really like to get the ones that have the funnel because you really need the funnel. But let's try that. Let's see if it works. Let's wrap that. Actually, I better keep that so in case I make a mess. Because you know I'm fixing to make a mess. I'm scared to pour that in because it's so full. I need a little dropper or something. Let's see if that will even go through the funnel. Yeah, it's going. It's very slow. I want to pour it in there, but I know I'm going to make a mess because it's so stinking full. It's going really slowly. Hey, Amanda, how are you? What you doing this Saturday night? Bottle's way too big, funnel's way too small. That's okay. Working with what I got. We're just trying to see if it works. It's not even filled up the bottom yet. I think I have some bigger funnels with my paint supplies. I do. Well, I'm experimenting with Jam's idea. I had glued the sequence on here a while back, but I didn't like the end result, so I tried brushing this triple thick on there because I used to use that on my hair bows with like the bottle caps. But this will take a long time to dry and we'll see what the end result is. But Jam had the idea to put the triple thick in a bottle with the bling and then just to squirt it on. But I'm limited on my empty bottles and funnels. That funnel should work. Now maybe I can pour it in there. Ah! Yeah, I knew that was going to be a mess. It's no tree. This bottle usually lasts me years. Y'all are just watching me make a mess, that's all. Triple thick is right. It's thick. That might be enough, but I might have to clean up my bottle. I got it everywhere. But hey, we're experimenting. See, you gotta have these wipes. Before I dump that whole container, let's clean this up. It is, isn't it? If I could do it without making a huge mess. But I was telling her I have more bottles on order because I was getting low for my glue. And the tips, you get to where you have to throw the tips away too. Wish you could just order the tips. Maybe you might be able to, and I just haven't seen it. Oops. I don't know if I'll be able to save that or not. Still feels sticky. Let's turn it that way so that's out of the way. But I'm gonna need another funnel for the bling. Let's see. Do you have a thin dowel? Not. Oh, you know what? I do. Late to the party, but I mean it's a a skewer. But that would have worked. That would have worked for even the really small one. I may need it for the blend though. I'll try it with red. I have some glitter in there, but I don't want to dig around and try to find that right one. It is very pretty. It is a very pretty name. All right, is it going to be? Oh, that's too thin. Ooh, I forgot about these. I just got those at Walmart. I'm going to do one of those. And look at these files. I don't remember where I got these. They were probably a Hobby Lobby thing. Oh, good grief. Get out of there. You know what? You don't want me to make a mess and not be able to pick that glitter up? Like, TJ's got to take care of me. Let's see. I have some regular stuff. Hope I can save those funnels if they're not burnt. All right, that. All right, I have gold, silver, red, purple, blue, and green. The blue and green don't look. That might pass for oil. Purple. Let's do purple. I thought it was red. I hope so. I don't want you to make a mess. Girl, you have to babysit me. You know you do. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and make a mess since I'm here. Because these are small. I love that glitter. Look at that. I don't know how much to put in there though. Jasmine. Oh my gosh. People get my name wrong all the time. I had to answer the phone at the doctor's offices that I worked for, way back when. I would just answer to whatever they called me, whatever name. I would answer to it. Yep, that's me. There's Connie. You're supposed to be fishing. I don't know how much to put in there, you guys. I didn't make that much of a mess. I'm fixing to though. Now if I can get it to squirt out. There's even a little cap I can put on there to save it. Let's see. Oh, she's taking a break from fishing. I'm blinging up some bling with this triple thick. See, I brushed this over the ones I did with glitter and hot glue instead of resin. I love this stuff because I used to use it on my hair bows. So Jam had the idea of putting the triple thick in here with the glitter and then trying it that way. Now I need to get some bling. Oh, it's right here. Look at me go. I don't know what size this is. I don't remember, but it's the one from yumzurus.com that they sell in a roll. And they've got it in gold and silver. So that way you know which one. What? And we went orange? Really? Do you have any orange? Or am I going to have to send you some stuff? Jam's doing an orange one too. I was like, I wish you lived closer. All right, let's see. Jam, let's see how this goes. I think that's going to work out great. I don't know if I put enough glitter in there. It's got quite a bit in there. But it might could use some more. I can't wait to see how these turn out. But they take so long to dry. There's one in high school. That sounds familiar. Okay, Hyla's going to have to put you together some orange. I may even have some orange and navy. Is it orange and navy? Is that what you said? I know there's some that are royal and orange, but I think most of them are navy and orange. Oh, the Bridgeland Bears, right? I think I did some cutouts or some mums for them. It's been a couple of years ago, though. I think it needs a little bit more glitter. Yeah, I'll send you some stuff. What are you making? Is it a girl's mum? I may have to make you a cutout, too. Because I'm pretty sure I have their mascot saved, too. At least one of them. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's like a bee with the claw. Yeah, those are kind of sparse there. So it does take quite a bit of glitter. But this is way more efficient. And hopefully I still get my purple mum order that I've gotten every year for 3 years. I think I did 3 purple mums last year. I'm not counting like ring mums and wrist or hair bows, just like anything mini or above. I know I did an extra long mini with a few extras, and I did the paw print mum was with purple, but it was the deeper purple, which I was excited about that because I hadn't done the new violet. And then my regular Hallsville girl, but their colors are purple and silver and white. So some different bling for her would be fun. She likes me to do something different every time. Oh yeah. Oh, congratulations, Michael. Don't let it go. No. Depends on what you're doing. Duh. Yeah, y'all. What would I do without y'all? Yes. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have those, so I'll cut those out. Oh, okay. Well, let me know. Where did it go? Okay. Stir, stir, stir. All right, let's try that again. I'll definitely have to take pictures of these side by side so you can see the difference. But using these bottles, awesome idea, Jam. Oh, I hope these turn out because they look pretty already. Once they dry clear, I'm gonna have to be careful with it though. I just realized I've got it on this thin sheet of paper and I'm gonna have to set it somewhere so it doesn't spill. This is a little bit thicker. I'll just slide that underneath. Hopefully that works. And you guys have to constantly tell me to work smarter, not harder. I can't help it. Oh, stirring it definitely helped too, Jam. It's like those barely have any, but you can tell that it gets deeper and deeper. I'm concentrating on getting quiet. I know it looks like it. I just wish we could have instant gratification and see what it looks like. Like those aren't even close to being dry. If I had a little fan here, I could put on it, that would help. And I have a little portable fan. My last one. Oh, so pretty. It already looks so pretty, Jam. Brilliant. Hey, Kristen. Hey, 10. I still have not tried out your braids. I want to. I've just been doing cutouts. I'll get back into doing some braids and trying some new things. Saying hi to 10. We call her 10 because Kristen with TEN 10. So, did Connie start that? Who started that? I'm gonna have to do like a bottle. I'm glad I ordered more bottles because now I'm gonna be using them for glitter. But you know, finding purple's not as easy. Oh, that wasn't smart. Hold on. I just flipped some of them over. Okay. Messed up a couple of them, but I think most of them are okay. I didn't grab the white sheet. But fun, you know, like purple bling. And if you get any special colors, have you guys tried out her emerald? It's emerald braid, right? That's one I definitely want to try. Of course, you got a snarky comment on one of those. Or it appeared to be snarky. I don't want to say for sure that it was snarky, but it came off that way. She started it. Oh, let me show you the little, I forget. These little, what these little caps are supposed to be for, so they go on there. So it keeps it from drying out. I'm getting that on. I got some of that on my mat. I need another wipe. Oh. Emerald and tack. Tack is the one where it's like the ribbons are flat. And I love the green one you did with the bling. Oh, you're going to do that one next? Yeah, I want to try that. Definitely the emerald gray. So if y'all don't know, Kristen has been doing some videos as well and coming up with some new ideas. Someone had to be snarky though on TikTok and make it sound like she didn't come up with that. Unfortunately, that's what it's like in the mom world. You try to share, come up with new things, and somebody's always trying to take you down, bring you down. She may not have meant it that way, but that's the way it came off. I'm wiping these out. I still need to wash them out, but hopefully that'll help. Because we're 10. Oh, awesome. So it'll definitely be different than anybody else's in the area. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different things. I mean, sometimes you'll come up with something and then find out that somebody else had already done it or something similar, but that's just because we're crafty people and, you know, we're going to come up with some similar things. I always hate when somebody comes up with something and I'm like, oh, I already did that. I don't ever know if I should say something or not. Like, yeah, I did it. And that's what I call it. Or, you know, something similar. Because it, you know, I just don't want to be one of those mom makers. I'm like, I already did that. So sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. And then others are like, yeah, I did something similar. Or, I don't know. It's a hard place to navigate because I don't want to come off being like the elitist and saying, I already did that. You have. There you go. You go, girl. No. You're not a cult member unless you try to tear down someone else. Exactly. I don't understand that behavior. And why they can't just leave our community alone. And our Facebook group. They won't stop trying to get into our Facebook group. Poor TJ has had firsthand experience of that. Not just once or twice, like 1,000 times over. And they're still doing it. Aw, thank you, Amanda. That's sweet and true. Yes. Hey, Christy, how are you? I said something about Christy earlier, but I don't remember what it was. It wasn't bad, I promise. I mentioned you for some reason. I can't remember why, though. I think it was something, a tip or something. Oh, I was just showing that doodle bug. I was showing cardstock. I bought some more cardstock at Hobby Lobby, and I had to get that orange doodle bug because nobody else has that same deep orange. And I was reminding people not to heat transfer because Christy told me you cannot heat transfer that. So passing that information on. But that's okay. I went to Hobby Lobby to get some more of that orange cardstock and to get some more of the Paper Studio cardstock since it was 40% off. And then I walked out of Hobby Lobby $108 later with a bunch of clearance items. Oh, that's right, we are. Uh-oh, she's bathing a doodle. I don't know how you're texting or chatting. Girl, that's not fun. Yes, they do go out of their way. And that was obvious at the L&M show. I was not there, but I heard all about it from numerous people. Does she have some mum she needs to start? Yes, she has. Hey, Amy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, goodness. Hello, Sherry. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Definitely. We love when y'all chat. That's awesome. Well, welcome. Love seeing you here. Yes, there you go. We can share it that way. Oh, girl, I give you so much credit for that. Because I could not. I've tried to bathe Lucy before. Nope. I had to just get in the shower with her. Like, literally. She kept jumping out of our deep bathtub. Oh. Yeah, I heard about that like right before I got on. I'm being careful about what I say because I don't want it to affect me. Because they will put big banners at the bottom of your thing if you're talking about certain stuff. But I think you guys can chat whatever you want. But look what's right there. And Connie, did you see yours? It's up too high though. I'm still rearranging, but in my cute little TJB right there next to my Connie gnome. Actually, it's a Sherry gnome, but Connie made it. Waving at everybody. Evil the other chat. What? What does that mean? I'm lost. Oh, hey, everyone on the other chat. It's like, hey, evil. Who are you calling evil? Yeah, nobody wants to do a doodle bath. Christy, I'll stand up and give you a standing ovation for that. I remember Lucy rolling around in a fire ant bed and kept rolling around. I had just poured something on the fire ant bed because we get them bad in our yard. They're horrible. And she decided to roll around in it. And then she kept rolling around in it, trying to get them off of her. And I had to rush her inside. And yeah, I just threw her in the shower and I just stood in there with her rinsing her. And, and the fur is so thick and it's like a sponge. Oh, it's awful. So awful. She was talking to me when she said evil. I hope not. Oh, I know what else I ordered from Temu. My clothes rack that I have all my braids on, it keeps breaking at the bottom. It keeps pulling apart. And so I got another one. Hopefully, it looks like it's instead of one that, it's just like the pipes fit into the bottom. And so it pulls apart. It looked like this one has to be screwed together, I hope. And it has 2 rods. So it has one and one. I can't remember if they're side by side or like this. And that will be so much better too. So hopefully it's decent. I hope it is. Get one from Walmart. I think that's where that one came from. Are we talking about that? And use my link. I forget to. Well, I don't order from Walmart online very often, but I do have your page or whatever you call it saved on Chrome. So if I do order Walmart online, I'll use yours. I just forget. But I do remember to use you and Connie for my Amazon stuff, like when I have to order from Amazon. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, I ordered several things, but some of it is supposed to be here in like 3 to 5 days. It's already been a couple of days. And then the rest of it, I guess, is coming from overseas. Yeah. I love the bling, all the bling that I've gotten from there so far. And I found a couple more that I don't think I've seen. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? Well, I was just blinging up some this. I was showing off a bunch of cutouts that I made recently and showing all the stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. Yes, rhinestones. What are we talking about now? Oh, really? Yeah, that one was so much. It's funny because my mother-in-law, not the last time she came to visit, but the time before that, when it was around Christmas time, I wasn't using it and I put it in the extra bedroom because the closet was full of stuff and you couldn't get in there. So I set that up in the bedroom for her so she could hang up her clothes and she can hang up, her purse and stuff on the side. And so this last time she came was after I've made all these braids and have them hanging on that thing, which, I use it during mum season. I use it for braids or hanging up mums that are finished, and especially for the local mums. But it's full. I can't get anything on it. So that's another reason for wanting a dual one. But when she came to visit, she was like, "Where's my clothes rack?" I said, "It's not yours. It's mine." And it belongs in the craft room. I just let you use it that one time. Oh, gosh, girl. It's really one of those things that you get on there and the next thing you know, 5 hours later, and you've got like $500 in your shopping cart and you got to clean it out. Okay, I don't need this or this or this or this. It's really bad. For me, it's like going on Creative Fabrica and looking at fonts. Like it's the same rabbit hole. I need to do this cutout. So some of those red are drying because they're not as full as other ones are. So let me see if I can gently show. I may have to add more to those, but you can see it's drying clear. See, that one's still really wet because it's much thicker. But I definitely like the fine glitter better. Ooh, that's nice. The screenshots have started. Oh, have you? I almost got on there the other day because I was like, maybe I need some more fonts. Speaking of font, I went down this rabbit hole. I've been making more listings on Etsy and cleaning up some of the listings and staying up till 2:30 in the morning doing this. Then I get down the rabbit hole looking at what everybody else has, like how many other people are doing name cutouts and blah, blah, blah. Because when I first started the name cutouts, there wasn't hardly anybody. All of a sudden, there is a ton of people doing name cutouts on Etsy. And I saw somebody, the purple mom that I do for Hallsville every year, the Gracie, I always do her name. Well, the last couple of years I've done her name cut out, at least the last 2, maybe 3 years. I don't know. But, I always do some pre-G. And the last one I did a volleyball for the I, because it's Gracie IE. And my listing last year was a picture of the previous one, the Wrote Pretty Gracie, and then Julia from a Senior Mom. And I just had those 2 name cutouts. And I got a lot of name cutout orders from that listing. Anyway, I was scrolling through and I see somebody had copied that name in the colors and almost the exact same fonts. And I was like, really? And they put that on their thumbnail picture. And I was like, it wasn't the exact same font, but it was very similar. And it was very similar. It was purples. And I don't know if that was done on purpose or not, but I was like, really? And I always share my fonts and stuff. And that's just one of the downfalls of sharing stuff like that. I don't know if they watch me and if that's where they got it, if it's just a coincidence. But it is frustrating. And then them selling them cheaper. But I'm just going to stick to my guns because I know how much work goes into designing cutouts, how much wear and tear my machines take, and, the time cutting them out, assembling them, and all the steps I take. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to sell a name cutout for $4 or $5. And this lady was not selling them for that, but there are people on Etsy selling their name cutouts very cheap, and I don't understand why or how, but that's their business. I get frustrated when I see stuff like that, though, because it's hard for those of us that are actually trying to make a living. And I don't know if they're getting stuff really cheap or they're using materials that are less expensive. But with all the Etsy fees, I shared that recently, all the Etsy fees. So I don't know if they're new or if they just trying to get more business. I don't know what their reasoning is. It's like I said, it's their business. But it can be frustrating for a lot of people. So when you sell online, especially places like that, it's just one of the things you have to deal with. Oh, for drying these, I have one. That hasn't been used in a while. You lost your phone yet? All right, so I'm going to assemble this very complex freaking football player again. For those of you that didn't see the finished one, this is it. I got the design from Creative Fabrica, but it's the side and this side, and this you do yourself. And what I did was on my middle layer, I sliced that in, the senior in, so it cuts out. Here, I'll just show you. So it cuts out like that. So you don't have to try to piece these little pieces and glue them on. But you have to do a stencil font so it'll come out like that. So I'm making another one of these. I followed a race to the broke. Exactly. Just I have to I like to see what other people have, and I like to see what, their moms look like and stuff like that. But sometimes you get in that rabbit hole and people are charging way too little and they're not making any money. They can't be. It's just no, why are you doing that? And some of them will have a whole bunch of sales. So that they know what Etsy fees and stuff are, but we don't know what everybody else's costs are and stuff. So. But it's hard because customers don't understand all that. They'll see and they'll see two things and they'll see the same thing, but they won't see like the differences and how they're made and stuff. Because sometimes you can look at something and you go, okay, they're using a less expensive material, so yeah, they can charge less. Like on my braids, I think every one of my braids I double the ribbons, and so I'll see a lot of braids and I can tell that the ribbons aren't double, so they charge a lot less. But customers don't really understand that. Oh, the seam, isn't that cool? Aww. Thank you, Miss Alice. All right. Let me glue this together. And these magic tweezers, I know they're reverse tweezers, but I'm going to call them magic, from TJ's Magic Touch. Magic tweezers. These come in such handy. You can see the glue all over the ends because I use them so much. Great. This one's about empty and it's going to be thrown away probably. I don't know. I may hang on to it. I use this one for the bigger stuff. Maybe clogged up again. I had the lid on it. Yeah, it's almost gone. Uh-oh, I didn't have the lid on this one. I keep forgetting to put the lid on it. Dadgummit. And I just changed this end out. See the little lid? I leave it in here upside down, and then I'll forget to put the lid on it. Don't ask me why I do that. I don't know. Now, TJ, did you see the cutout I made on my Cameo 4? It was not being my friend when I was trying to set it up, but I finally got something cut out on it. And I do not like that auto blade. I had to turn it up to 9 to get it to cut glitter cardstock. So if somebody has a tip on that, please share. If I was doing something wrong. Oh, thank you. Oh, but we posted it. No, I showed it on the live earlier. Where is it? It was the first thing I designed on there, and so I made a few mistakes, and I had to cut the black layer out again, and then I redesigned the black layer again after this, but it still turned out really well. I was proud of myself. So that's my first Cameo 4 cutout. Two layers, 7, 2 passes, sometimes 3. It showed that it was set up for 2 passes, but it was not cutting through that glitter cardstock at all. I had to turn it up to 9. Is that what the matte? I have to use cardstock with matte, right? The glitter cardstock. See, I'm just like Cameo stupid. I was so proud of myself when I got it turned on. And I'm supposed to get like 100 images, free images with the Cameo 4. Still have not come through. I registered it and everything, and I haven't gotten them. I looked at a bunch of videos, and there was a whole bunch of people in the comments saying that they too have not gotten theirs, and they've tried everything. I tried restarting the computer. I don't know. Hey, Michelle. Mine does the same. I have to turn it up to 9. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Isn't that crazy? But I'm excited to start using that as well. So I have Cricut and Cameo stuff for y'all. And I'll be learning from y'all. I'll take any tips y'all have. I know, I was proud. The first time I did the black, there was all these little thin cutouts, like this came out in one thin layer, and I can't remember what I had to do. I have to look on there to see what the terminology is, because it's so different from Cricut. But I got it to work. The next one that I do, though, the holes will be in the black so you can see the white through there. That was the only thing I didn't like about it, but it still turned out really well. And it wasn't like I tried cutting out some simple like megaphone or something. At least I tried something complex for the first one. Been watching videos and playing around with designing, but that was the first thing I actually cut out. This thing is super thin in some areas. So the glitter cardstock, probably I would have had more trouble with that than this foil, because it's going to cut smoother. But I'll probably definitely try this in HTV next time. Even though I hate weeding glitter HTV. And it needs to go up. And I think. It's hard to get it perfect, but it's pretty good. The only thing about these foils is they smudge really easily, and then if you get glue on it, it leaves a mark. So I usually keep a wipe close and just quickly dab it with the wipe and then go over it with a paper towel or Kleenex, whichever you have. And that works, but don't rub it with the wipe. If you rub it, it's going to rub off the finish. Oh, thank you, Connie. Okay. I used the mat you told me to throw away because that's all I got right now, but I did order some generic ones. I hope they're good. I can't remember if I got that from Temu or Amazon. I can't remember. I think Amazon. You got a credit. Must be some glitch. All right, I'm missing a piece of the fire. Where did it go? This always happens to me when I'm doing cutouts. I have some little piece. Yeah, it's not here, but it was on there. I kept all the little trashy pieces over here. It never fails. It like sticks to me or sticks to something I've got. It's probably on the floor right now. Damn it. I always lose a piece. Whenever I do a video or a live with a cutout, I always lose a piece of it. Every time. There it is. It's right up here. Look at that. See what a pain in the butt. Oh, wait. Oh, I missed her. I am a maker annuals. Oh, you're very welcome. Technically I was born in Arkansas, but we lived in Oklahoma the first 5 years of my life, and I still have a lot of family in Oklahoma, but I grew up in Northwest Arkansas, but we were like 5 minutes from the border, so we were always on one side or the other. So Oklahoma is close to my heart, definitely. And I've made a few mums for Oklahoma. I get so excited whenever I do because, like I said, it's close to my heart, and then doing them outside of Texas always makes me happy too. Oh, wow. That's good. Awesome. Mats for the Cameo 4. All right, so this little piece fits in right there. TJ, I love these tweezers. Every one of my TikTok videos where I show it, I'm like in the comments telling them where to get it in case somebody asks. That's way too much glue. Okay, this one, I need the other one as a guide. Okay, yeah, this piece goes right here. And then this one is up on the shoulder. You could even take these little pieces out in the contour if you wanted, if you didn't want to mess with these. If you're doing the HTV, it wouldn't be as bad. If you're like me, I hate using HTV glitter, and I always end up tearing something. So I have just as much trouble doing cutouts with those than I do using cardstock. It's just like a different type of trouble. If you find one works better for you, that's great. Look at this little dinky one. I almost took the fire out, but I really, or the flames, but I really wanted to try it. See if I could get it to work. Okay. How cute is that? I'm going to put it under these mats. Put a little weight on it. I love that. I have, well, she's not my neighbor anymore. She still lives in the area, but they're from the little area somewhere. I can't remember what part of that. It's somewhere up in there. Okay, they're in the Panhandle. That's where they grew up. I love that, the armpit. And it is an armpit, isn't it? That's funny. I'm going to put the lid on there before I forget, you guys. That's another tip from TJ. I saw her doing that. While you're working on it, keeping it upside down. And then you're not shaking it. Works great. I get a lot of cutout tips from TJ. A lot. I want to show these cutouts, but I have to be careful. So I did get a double mum order for this season, and I'll be starting it soon, and the matching garter. But I told the moms, I said, send me some pictures, and I'll try to make some cutouts with their pictures. So TJ had sent me some printable white glitter cardstock last year, and I had not played with it. So I'm going to cover up their faces because I'm not going to show somebody's faces. I don't have permission to do that. So I printed that out on printer paper, the glitter cardstock, the printable glitter cardstock. So see, they're glittery. And then I got these frame designs from Creative Fabrica. Super cute. I made 2 of those. So one for his and one for hers. And then I also did this one. Their colors too are navy and orange, Connie. I don't know if you can tell that's orange or not. But I think those are little hearts too. I got started. I played around with that. I had fun doing that. And I like that they're glittery from the cardstock, the printable cardstock. Hi, Irene. How are you? Oh yeah, I don't know why it is when you're watching on the TV, it won't let you chat. I don't understand that. Or you can, but it's really hard. Yes, I'm gonna have to share all this creative fabric stuff with it. But I thought that would be something fun. I've told other people, I can put pictures on there, and the senior moms, the big senior girls moms, I always add like a pretty picture frame from Hobby Lobby, like the Christmas section, so they can put their own picture. And I always tell them, I put this size picture in there, so if you want to, and I always tell them, if you want to send me the picture, I'll do it for you, or I can print it. And I've had people sound interested, but nobody ever actually went to the trouble. But they got on there right away and sent me some pictures. So I'm excited to put those on there. That'd be fun. The fridge was more important. Darn him. Yeah, definitely. And I definitely like the yearly membership. Much cheaper, and then you don't have to worry about it for a year. Oh, TJ, I love you so much. Okay, let me pull up Creative Fabrica and go into my downloads. Come on, what's it doing? I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right, here's that football player that I just put together. Let me share that. Okay. And it came through on both channels, so it'll be in the chat of both channels. That is for this. And you have to do, again, you have to do the name or whatever yourself. It leaves the space for you. All right. And then this one is the same thing, but it's a much simpler design. And I have not cut this one out yet. It is something I plan on doing. But again, it's a football player with football and a place to put their name or whatever. But the football player is just like a solid silhouette, so it would be much easier to put together. Can I share? I'm certain magnets and symbols. Some things that are small and hanging from my granite. Oh, cute. Oh, that is so cute. I bet that's adorable. Yes, absolutely share stuff like that. All right, here's the frames, Christy. Get ready. This one is, it says about frame silhouette. That's what it's called. And then the other one just says frame silhouette SVG. About frame. This one is the one with the hearts in the corner. Well, it's got hearts all around it, but it's the rectangular one. I'm going to share a lot of this so you guys can get it if you need it. Yeah, in the description, there's a generic link to Creative Fabrica that just takes you to the main site, not to the individual things. But if you use my links to the individual things, I think I get credit for that too. Anyway, that builds up and like referrals and stuff, and I can use that towards purchasing things or purchasing the memberships and stuff. Let's see. What else did I talk about showing? Oh, here is the font that I used for this senior. It's called Straight Fighter. So it's a stencil font, and it's what I used for the center, and it worked really, really well. think that's everything I showed today, wasn't it? Oh, I showed at the beginning, I showed the love baseball. So if I can find that again, I'll share that again. I know I've shared it before because we talked about it on something. Let's see. Okay, it should have been before this. For some reason I'm not seeing it. Weird. Okay. Look, going through here again. I've had trouble finding things every now and then that I know I purchased. Here's the footballs that did not work. Oh, there it is. I just went right by it. Okay, again, that's when I don't have one. The love baseball with the baseball bats for the B and the baseball for the O. Super cute and easy to use. I should have a generic link. If I can find it. I know it's in the description. And I found Creative Fabrica from TJ. Okay, here it is. Oh, I know. Yeah, like there's a ton with Christmas in the name. It's like, how am I supposed to remember which one? But luckily, it's easy for me to go in and look at my downloads and then share that way. So that was the generic. That last one was the generic. Just takes you to Creative Fabrica through my affiliate link. I'll get emails from them just randomly, and it'll say you got, like, sometimes I get like storage, like extra storage on Creative Fabrica, and sometimes it'll say you get a credit of $1 or something. So it helps when y'all use those links. I get a little something from it. So I don't mind sharing everything that I purchase, the fonts and all that, because when you go and buy, I get a little something back from that. These purple ones are starting to get a little clear. They're going to be so pretty. Jam, you are amazing. Look at those. It's going to be so pretty when it dries completely. And I love that glitter. Now I'm going to want to make a whole bunch of these. Can you guys see it? Some of them, like, I can see that one's like really flat. Some of them are going to be fuller than the others because it's hard to get them just right. I want to touch it, but I know it's still wet. Like that one, you can tell, like, I really got that one thick. I don't know. Like, maybe if you use, like, if you go to, you want the same font, like, you'll ask me for a font and I'll send you the link. I think that's probably when I get, like, when they say I have more storage or something. I bet that's what that is. No, it does track it, but there's no coin from it. See, but do you get like the, TJ, do you get like when they send you a thing and say you earn so many storage or whatever? That's when I wonder if that's what that's from. I don't know. TJ, did you see the beads I got on clearance? I said she can be trying to snatch those from me. Those were 74 cents. Those for $1.24. Look how pretty those are. Bright colors. You would. They only had one bag of these too, because I was looking, one bag of these. I was like, really? I said I bought them for Lay's, but I'll probably end up sending them to TJ. Buttons at the this up. I need like this bead. I love the yellow ones. Look how pretty those are. And the pink. I can't tell if that's black or if that's navy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send them to TJ because I make some lays, but I don't go to that much trouble, and she does. I may put a couple of cutouts on them, but I don't go to the trouble she does. I guess I'm just not real passionate about graduation lays. Oh, I really want to touch those. Okay, I'm touching. Oh no, some of them are sticking to the paper. Probably where I knocked them over. Oh yeah, this flat one is like drying super. It's already dry. Great. It's really smooth. That's the really flat ones. I know I could have cut this up, but I was thinking, what if I want a long strand? I want to leave it. You do have to be careful. If you do, like, you can get your fingerprint on it if it's still wet. Oh, well, that's wonderful. I don't blame you if the lay community is so much nicer, so much different than the mom community. I really don't like some of those mum makers. And one of the reasons why I really don't like them, they can say whatever nasty things they want about me. And yeah, sometimes it hurts, but I get over it. But the way they went after TJ and still going after her, and things they've said and the way they've made you feel about the mom community and making moms, that's what really ticks me off. Oh, I get this from Hobby Lobby. I used to use it on hair bow moms, like for bottle caps and stuff. I would print things out for people, would personalize the bottle cap for their hair bow, and this is what I would brush on the bottle caps to protect that, and it dries clear, and it's really close to looking like resin. I've never worked with resin though. I'm trying to see. I don't feel like she probably had one on here, but I don't see one. I used to put bottle caps on some of the moms too, especially when I didn't have a lot of trinkets, and I could print out the mascot, and or I could print out a little, like the first year I did it, I printed out pictures of all the little girls in their cheer uniforms, and then so they had their picture on a bottle cap on their mom. It was really cute. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, I just put it in a bottle with a lot of that glitter. You can tell it's going to need to be stirred every time. Looks like the glitter sinks to the bottom. You do? I have a ton of bottle caps. I don't do nothing with them anymore. What do you do with them? You're very welcome. I mean, we both, like, we saw that and we both got the same impression. Like, why would you comment that? First of all, well, she thought somebody was copying. I mean, you could tell she thought you were copying off somebody else or taking credit for someone else when you weren't. Something you came up with. That's something that bugs me too, because people that follow certain mum makers, especially certain bigger mum makers, they assume that they're the only people that are creative and the only people that come out with things. So when somebody else in the mum community comes out with something, Let's trash them. They couldn't have possibly used their brain and creativity and came out with something themselves. Let me see what I got. Let me show you what I got. If I can find the drawer. Hair bow. It's nice and labeled. Okay. I don't even know what's all in here because I hardly ever get in here. Hairspray for hairspray. The hair bow. Okay, I've got the crochet headbands, but you could use those for wristbands because I do buy it on the roll and use it on my wristbands. More of these. Okay, these are circles that I printed out for bottle caps. There's different. This was another option. You could buy these at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you still can. They're just sticky back and you stick it on top of there, but you see they turn yellow with age. This I don't think does, or not as easily. So those are all bad. You see I did some LSU ones because of course we had LSU. I did letters. I did because I would do Christmas ones. These were all for bottle caps. And there's stickers. And you could buy stickers that were already in the circle shape. I really got into it. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to send you some. Especially since I don't use them. The tater tot, it needs them. Yes. See, that's so annoying. And to me, it looks nothing like what she was accusing me of. I have a bunch of corsage pins in there. Oh, here's the stickers that you see you can buy like this. Bottle cap stickers. I don't know if you can still buy that stuff at Hobby Lobby. That's where it all came from. Alphabet. Exactly. And I hate that you're on the receiving end of that, but I do suspect that part of it's because you've been singing in our community. Yeah, no. You know what's funny is there's people that call me hula, so whenever I see that, I think it's on purpose. Oh yeah, girl, I have so many hair bows. Look, I got Halloween ones. You're fixing to get a box of stuff. If I can find the bottle of that. Little crochet flowers and stuff for hair bows. French clip. This is the bottle cap. Let's see, that's the small French clips. Really tiny French clips. I got French clips in every freaking size. And I don't know what's in here. Oh, here's some more. Maybe there's some stainless steel ones. There's some black ones. Oh, there's some that are already made up. There's Christmas ones. There's just random stuff in here. There's some more of the black ones. Glitter. You know how many times I've been looking for these and couldn't find them because I used to sew my, when I make the herringbone ones, the top, I used to sew them and couldn't find them. Those need to be trashed. Here's a random one. See, that one is this stuff. You see how it's old. It's years old, and look how good it still looks. Did you? Yes, girl, we had her back. And I didn't respond to the person, and I didn't say anything snarky to them. I just commented something about, you know, that she did an original braid, and, you know, applauding her for coming out with something in the mom community original. I can't remember what I commented. But it was definitely to say, hey, she made this, she came up with it. We applaud you for doing that. Thank you for coming up with something in our community the way I wanted it to come across. Well, it needs to get on the ball. Yeah, exactly. Me too. That's funny. Isn't that crazy? I know. No, there's no need for it, but for some reason, there's people that feel entitled, that are jealous, that are just nasty human beings for whatever reason. Yeah. Yeah, they can be very, very hateful. Amy! Ah, that was so sweet. Thank you so much. Where's my bell? Let's super chat. Thank you. I didn't get to see it over on the channel. There it is. Give it a heart. I want to be pinned for whatever reason. Weird. Screenshot. Exactly, Michelle. They can't, you would think they'd be too busy. They're bored, bitter, and relentless, and they hold on to it. I stopped sharing because nope, I won't create anything else. Well, I will, just not sharing. And that just pisses me off so bad that they did that to you. Because you came out with something awesome and you shared it. We got to be hateful about it. Oh, look, some of these already have a letter on them. But there's white ones. See, these are flat. These are the flat bottle caps. And then there's the regular bottle caps. Like this. And you can do either side. And there were some that I attached, and these letter ones are on either side, but I would glue, I would buy the magnets, the little round magnets, and I would glue one to the hair bow and one to the bottle cap and make them interchangeable so they could change out the bottle cap. Hey, Patsy, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. You can put a heart on it. I know. I didn't, that must be something new. I didn't know you could do that, but it showed a little heart though. Must be something new on there. I don't want to heart it. You should let other people heart it. Isn't that sad? Yes. Only the first part. Oh, I know. It makes me sad. Sure. Just straighten them out. There you go. And Amy's one that she asked me about some. She was like, I saw something on somebody's TikTok, and it felt like they were being snarky to y'all, but I wasn't sure. And she told me what it was, and I think it was Amy, wasn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what they were doing. It was on a braid that I had created, and this person has been like promoting it like crazy, but you know, under their name and impression that they came out with it. And they're the person that's in everybody's chat. going, accusing other people of stealing her braids. Crazy lady. That's why I keep my distance from that one. Ooh, look, there's a yellow one, TJ. Now I want to see what I think it is. There's a brown one. Who knows what I have in here? I see orange. Oops. Just random stuff in here. I don't want the containers. Oh, good. That's good, Cassie. I'm so glad to hear that. I've been praying for you every night that you're healing well. I know. But they traumatized her pretty good, I would say. That would have been traumatic for me if I had to deal with that over and over again. And then they were trying to do it at the L&M show as well to get at Connie, to bait Connie. Yeah, she needs to keep your peace. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you do need to know. Just be careful. I think it's funny too that if you go back and look at all their like TikToks and stuff with a lot of those ladies, if you go back before even like last summer, they would not answer questions. They would not give people any advice or anything. You know, people would be in the comments asking questions. They'd either ignore them or they'd tell them, sorry, I can't share that. Or, you know, we don't share that. This is our business, blah, blah, blah. And now all of a sudden, all these people in that group are starting to share stuff. And I think that's funny. Funny. I don't know if it's a we can't beat them, we'll join them kind of thing. Or if they're just trying to take what we have. I don't know what the motivation is, but I don't think it's genuine and sincere, trying to share and learn and grow and stuff like that. By the way they behave publicly and behind closed doors, I can't get behind it that they're being sincere and sharing and stuff. I just can't. Not with the way they've acted and the way they've treated, especially with the way they've treated TJ over and over again. There you go. I know TJ just wants to play with her ribbon and her yarn. Why don't y'all just leave her alone? Who knows how much greatness, great ideas and stuff that we're missing out on because of their behavior, because of the way they've treated her. That makes me sad too, because we're all missing out. Since TJ doesn't want to share anymore, which is her right, I don't blame her. If people came at me that hard, I wouldn't want to share anything either. I've gotten frustrated before and let them get in my head before and stuff, but I had never been treated near what she's been treated. Yes, that's so true, Patsy. That's right. The Peyton braid is not flat, and I'll prove it to you. This is a Peyton braid. It is not flat. It's pretty freaking awesome too, if I have to say so. If this was the only thing I ever created in this community, I would be okay with that, honestly. Another awesome thing from this community is this flat braid that's called a zigzag braid, because it was created by my friend TJ at TJ's Magic Touch. And I have made a gazillion of these this year. And every pre-made mum that I've made so far has gotten a zigzag braid. Right here. Zigzag braid. Zigzag, patent. Zigzag and patent. Right there next to each other. Right where they belong. Staying on set. Yes. Oh, you're making backers? Awesome. Yep. Oh, I bet you are. But you can't do too much either, I'm sure, or you'll be in pain. These are really starting to dry. These purple ones are awesome. Is Jam still on here? Because these are awesome. That was perfect, mixing them together. Look at that. I want to make more, but I don't have enough bottles to do that. That's really pretty, but it's not oil. And that green isn't right either. I could do gold on gold, silver on silver, the red or the purple. Hey, stop. I do have more of these though. And I have the gold ones with the rose gold glitter. I need to brush. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but that'll definitely keep them from shedding. See, they're messier. The big glitter is really messy. But these are so perfect with the mixing it. Comes out perfect. Thank you, Jam. Yay. I love that. It starts twisting pretty quickly because I did that lavender. It's not in here. That lavender one has 12-inch skirt, and I made a braid for it, and it was actually a little less than 12 inches, and it was already starting to curve a little bit. Yeah, it starts. I mean, it doesn't have a lot in that first 12 inches, but it definitely, probably every 12 inches is where it starts curving. There you go. It sure does. Don't forget those dangly bits. Hey, Veronica, how are you? Hey, Juanita. I've been on almost 2.5 hours, girl. No bending, no twisting, no lifting over. Oh my gosh. And I'd be wanting to bend or twist every 5 minutes because I couldn't. How are you doing? You haven't had mom time? Made some. I think I made close to 50 zigzag braids. And if I count the ones on the moms, it probably has been 50 this year in 2024. I love me a zigzag. She's here. Yes, still here. I had to listen. Oh, you're making dinner. I grilled hamburgers today. That's what I ate before I came on. It did. It looks so much better. Let me get the other one so I use the fine glue if I can find them. What's in there? There we go. Right there. Hitting the head on that if I'm I always forget to turn it off my Cricut machine. It's off, but it was on overnight. So here's with the rose gold fine glitter. So it was easier to get those in the middle. And these are much messier. See, it's shedding. That was not one that was done. But it could still shed, so I think putting the triple thick on there will make it look much better. Oh, I love that. That's where you just attach them together, right? 2 of them. Really? That's so frustrating. Did you see the post I made about what to check in your settings on YouTube, so to make sure that you get notifications of the channels that you follow? I know Amy needed to do that. I saw somebody else's video that I'm subscribed to, and he did that because he was having a lot of trouble with people not getting the notifications. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, yeah, you're Catholic, aren't you? So Saturday night church. I used to go to Saturday night church when I was Catholic. I've been working on cutouts too. I mean, today all I did was assemble one, but the last few days I've just been working on cutouts, and I have a lot more to make. All yarn time. I know you're into. I'm so glad I got a TJ original in my favorite color. I was showing Kevin that the other day. I was like, "Did you see my bee?" He's like, "Oh." Kristen keeps getting all the ads. What's going on? Hey, Christy Boo. For my bonus son's party. Oh, I bet they were hangry. I would be too after shopping. When I did all of these, I actually tried it with all different kinds of glue because I was wanting to try Connie's from her video. So some of them were done with hot glue, some were done with art glitter glue, some were done with beacons. I used glue from Dollar Tree. All my glues are in here if I can just find them. I did some with the tacky glue. Here's the Dollar Tree glue. They all turned out exact. They all look the same to me. There's actually, I was working on some custom cutouts and I was filming it. And while it was those badgers and they were taking forever to cut out. So I worked on these and I actually filmed those, but I don't know when I'll get that uploaded, edited and uploaded. But I tried it with all different kinds of glue and they all, to me, looked exactly the same. Pretty much. The hot glue was the one I liked the least because if you can't get it flat, then you could tell the glitter wouldn't be flat. But once they all dried fine and they look secure. But I'd like to get that I call it a glaze, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a brush on glaze. Again, if anybody missed that. Hobby Lobby. Yeah, we don't want no hangry kids, especially teenagers. What did I miss? Not under YouTube and Facebook. That's crazy. TJ never gets the notifications on my lives, it seems like. Yeah, no hangry kids. Oh. Yeah, so since I already got this is drying. That's what I was afraid of. All my brushes, I don't get them washed off, and then that's how they turn out. I need to glaze some of these up. I don't know what time it is. I'll stay on a little bit longer. I did these all in small sections. I put them on like one of my cutting mats, not the Cricut cutting mats, but like these mats that we protect our tables with. And I left them where they were so I could look the next day and, judge the different glues. And like I said, the hot glue was the one that I liked the least, just because they weren't smooth. Oh, you're very welcome. You you have a good night and good weekend. Thank you, Amy. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. This is that rose gold fine glitter I got at Walmart. I actually got it on clearance. It's the same brand as this. I got both of these on clearance. But I didn't like the chunkier glitter as well. So it looks white when you first brush it on, but I'm trying to keep it just in the center. But then it dries clear. And it will sink down a little bit. So I'm trying to make it a little bit thicker. And get the edge. You guys, I cannot get my GoPro to upload to the cloud. When I plug it in, it's supposed to upload to the GoPro cloud. And then I can download to my computer and edit the videos and such. All that stuff from the sale place is on my GoPro. And I cannot get it. I've tried plugging it into different outlets, to different USBs. I've tried changing the battery out. It'll start to upload and then it'll just shut down. It's making me mad. This is glaze from Triple Thick I get it from Hobby Lobby. $5.69 at my Hobby Lobby. But make sure when you get it, turn the container and make sure it moves around, because the last time I bought one, it was a solid chunk. I was so mad. And I took it back and they only had one other one. This was years ago when our Hobby Lobby first opened, actually, which I thought was weird. But the other one they had, it was solid too. And I just never did buy anymore. But I was thinking this would be perfect for these. And it took me forever to find it. It's over there, you know, with like the craft paints and glues and all that stuff. But it was on the bottom shelf and it was hidden. I almost gave up when I finally saw it. Move those over to the side. I used to use it. I was showing them. I used to make a lot of hair bows, and I would put bottle caps with personalized things on the bottle caps in the middle of the hair bows. And so I would brush this over those designs to save them. Oh, TJ, I showed this. Damn it. I showed this at the beginning. I found my keychain. My don't be a hippopotamus. Finally found it. Well, that's what I did. That's what I did with these, if I'm reading it right. Letting it dry and covering it with glitter. Yeah, these were made weeks ago. But I'm liking the way these are turning out with the mixture. Yeah, that was more work, but I'm liking mixing it in the bottle and doing it that way. And you do, like, some of them are kind of dipping a little bit, so I think the thicker you can put it on, the better, and may even take a couple of coats to make them look really good. Triple Thick, that's what it's called. It's very thick too. Well, have fun, Connie. I'm glad you joined in, even when you're doing something fun like that. Hope you guys are enjoying that camper. I forgot you guys can't see what I'm doing now. This has a little bit of an odor, but it's not, I mean, it's not strong. It's not overpowering like using like that what is that, E6000 or whatever it is glue. You guys know what I'm talking about. I used to use that for a lot of bling stuff. It's nothing like that. Yeah, like that one was too thin. Definitely want to get a good coat on it. But I love how it dries clear and without any brush strokes or anything. These I'm going to just have to leave on my craft table, but it will be nice and dry tomorrow so I can take pictures and post them, show you guys how they turned out. It's staying right there in the middle where I want it to. Even if I get like heavy-handed, it's staying where I want it. I think that one was really heavy-handed. You may even be able to use a little dropper. Maybe if you have a medicine dropper. All right, just gonna scoot that over there. I will probably end up smudging it. I didn't do all of them, but a lot of them. Ooh, see what I'm talking about? Trying to get it out of the way so I don't accidentally elbow it. I got that from Temu. One of the last times I ordered. Wow, look at you go, Juanita. That's amazing. All right, I'm going to scoot all this up because I know me. I'm going to elbow it. And I'm going to be mad. Okay. Safely out of the way. And I still didn't package up these cutouts. Made a dent in these. I think I got the first 3 that I ordered, I got from Amazon. It was like a 3-pack of different sizes. I don't remember what the sizes were. And then I've since ordered some from Temu, and I don't know which ones I got from Temu and which ones I got from Amazon. I really don't. And let me see here. Connie gave me this tip because I was packaging a bunch of these and I was like, oh, they're sticking to me. They're everywhere. All right. Because these little things right here have a lot of static in them. It doesn't want to come off. Nope, don't do that the wrong way. There it is. That's why I had it turned the wrong way. And then just go like that. Oh, that's a good idea too. Now I'll put these up and they're nice and protected. Those will fit in the small ones. I just love putting them in these sheets. If I sell them, they're already in here. I use them, then I won't throw the sheets away. I have a little container that I keep them in. Keep used ones in for other things. I like to do this too because, you know, I have a lot of them in containers together, and that way they're not rubbing against each other. They've got this cellophane bag protecting it. I don't know if that one will fit in there. I think it will. Little ones. And when I send them to customers, this is what I normally do. So they're not rubbing against each other. I'll put one facing that way and one facing this way. And I'll package each one like that. And so they're back to back. They're not going to rub against each other. And that'll keep them better protected. I had one lady last year that said I did a name cutout for her. And it was in the navy. And she said when she got it that some of the glitter had came off in places. And I had never had that happen before or since then. I've never had anybody have that trouble on their mom. Or I did so many cutouts last year for people, especially name cutouts. And I use that navy all the time. I've not had that issue. Oops, I only did one, didn't I haven't had that issue before and haven't had it since. It was just a random thing, but it made me think, was it rubbing against something in there? You know, I was putting them in this, and a lot of times I'll put them, and I ship them in a box. I'm not going to ship them in a envelope of any kind because I want cardboard. Or if I do, I make sure I put a couple of layers of cardboard on top and on bottom, and that it can't slide out. And so when I do that, I actually staple this to the cardboard so it can't move around. I could not believe that happened. I don't know, it was just some weird thing. But she said she had some, maybe like a paint pen or something, and she just kind of dabbed it over it, and it worked fine. I'm getting these mixed up, and these are Alice's. So those are there. And that's it. Awesome. Yeah, there's some other. Got all my cutouts in here, except for these couple of big ones. These are huge. This one's ginormous. So I just stuck in between. He's in sheets. That one's got football. I'm trying to keep them like color coded. I like these because they're a little bit bigger. These are the ones I got from Five Below, and I gave Connie a set. They're definitely bigger than these. Oh, that doesn't want to come done. Good grief. So I will do like these silver and black and white ones, I guess. Trying to do them like kind of color coded as much as possible. Oh, here's some silver and white ones. Hold on. Looks like I already had one for that. Silver and black and silver and white. This isn't perfect. Ah, see what I did? Oh, I told y'all I would do that. Just got it all over the back of that. Do I have another wipe out? Oh my gosh. If I have something close to me, I'm going to destroy it. I knew I was going to do that. It still looks okay though. All right, I think I'm going to do one that's senior and then one that's sports related. Here, football, volleyball. I'm never going to find them. That one's footballs, but like brown footballs. Okay, so this one is. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I think I have some really big ones, but I didn't want to waste those. Okay, this one has like gold stuff in it on the yellow one, so that makes sense. Of course, purple. Not the purple one, not the blue. It's got blue stuff in it. Green. Red is in the pink. Red, burgundy, all the reds. Orange. Yeah, these aren't perfect. They do hold a lot. Now, see, that's not going to fit in the blue. It's like this big megaphone here. It won't fit in the red. You know, I even thought about using like photo albums because they have like the clear sheets and they have them, they sell the sheets at different sizes. So you could just slide them in like almost like baseball card holders. You know, I thought about that. I kind of like this, but I don't know how easy or hard that's going to be to find all that stuff. I do like this for all the mini ones. I can see. All right, let's try that. Just put them in there like that. I'm not even going to seal it. Great idea. No, it won't get ruined. Flipped one over. You can see that. Okay, that one's messed up. It looks like I just messed up one, so not a huge deal. I really thought I would do this. But I do have a bigger mess to clean up now. How come I always end up with a huge mess to clean up every time I craft? I still managed to get some of that glaze on my mat. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's been almost 3 hours. Thank y'all so much for joining in. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you again to Amy for the super chat. I was trying to figure out how to pin it earlier and I couldn't. It's stamped. That's true. You know what? It may still dry really well, though. It may just be flatter than the other ones. But I'll definitely take a picture of these and show y'all tomorrow. I'll try to do it tomorrow. These are really drying really nicely. I can, you know, if I touched them with my fingernail, I'm sure I'd leave an indentation, but they're smooth. How pretty that is. Really happy with these purple ones. Really excited about those. I may have to do like a yard of those and sell those if I could do them without messing any of them up. I was so nervous about doing that too, but it's fine. Are you sleepy? Bye, Joanna. And I've got some videos, girl, if you want to ship your moms or ship whatever. Lots of packing stuff. Make sure things can't move around. If things can move around in the box, then they're moving around in the box and they can get messed up. If you got it all packed in there, all that stuff packed in there nice and tight, you know, I'm not talking about crease and ribbons and stuff like that, but you got all that, you got them carefully in there, and you've got a bunch of the packing stuff in there where nothing can move around. So much better. 5 years on Etsy, and I haven't had anybody, knock on wood, say that their mom was messed up in any way. So, and I take a lot of effort when I ship moms. I don't just half-ass do it. You know, I really spend a lot of time packing them up, especially those big ones. They're insane to box up. I want them to look really nice. Thank you guys again for watching. I always say this long Southern goodbye, and Connie's not even here. Thank y'all so much for being here and watching. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up too. And don't forget to leave me a comment after the live is over. Or if you can't, I don't know if you can leave. Yeah, you can leave comments during the live. But go over there and leave me an emoji or something that really helps get the videos out. I would really, really appreciate it. And thank y'all. Thank y'all for getting me to 17,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get my 1,000 on the Homecoming Mom Beehive, but right now I'm going towards 500. Like my goal right now is 500, and I can't remember where I'm at, 3 something, and halfway there on the hours that I need. So thank y'all for that so much. I appreciate that so much. Don't forget to go subscribe to Connie and TJ's channels if you're not subscribed to them. They're my mummily and my besties. So appreciate y'all so much. And don't forget to go over to Kristen's channel and watch her braid videos. She's got some new braids for us this year. So go watch those and support her and give her a thumbs up. And let her know that I sent you over so she knows who's sending people her way. And Savannah's been doing a lot of live showing mom making, so go support her as well. Thank y'all again. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to give Jessica a special shout out because she has been replaying a lot of my old videos and leaving emojis and comments. So I really appreciate that. That really helps me out. If you guys are crafting and if you can play one of our videos, just let our live streams and let them go. That it just helps. It really does. So I appreciate whenever you can do that. Good night, Jam. Good night, Veronica. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Patsy, I hope you continue to heal from your surgery. And yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. God bless. Happy mom making, happy crafting, everyone. Goodbye. Is it ending? It's strobing. I don't know if it's ended yet. Oh, you're welcome. I'm still on. It's not ending. There's something with the internet connection. It says I'm having trouble. I don't know. It's just like, I guess I'll have to be on here all night long. It did that when I tried to start the live too. It just kept strobing and I was like, okay. It took like 90 seconds for it to actually start. YouTube does not want me to end the live. It still won't let me end it. I'm just going to have to get out of StreamYard. This is crazy. I've never had YouTube not let me. It is that the robots are taking over the world. YouTube is taking over the world. It won't let me end. It's still just doing it. It's just strobing. Oh, well. Okay. I'll just take y'all to bed with me and we can go night-night. Yeah, it still hasn't ended. End stream. Oh my God.